evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are all over the world. To put the evening in context and to introduce the Della Leaders Club, who better than the founder and the moving spirit behind what we hope is going to be a world movement, a game changer who leads from the front, a design and architectural maverick with no formal training, but the utterly unstoppable genius or the unstoppable madness. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Mestre.
Pleasure to be here. Good evening and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you from across the world. It's a wonderful moment. We are inaugurating and launching our very first committee, that too in lifestyle. Rarely there is an institution in the world that focuses equally on business and lifestyle. And DLC right from its inception has been 50% focused on lifestyle. And what better committee to start off today from wine, spirits and cigars.
I agree.
And this is only the beginning. Phase 1 in the first 6 months. Phase 2 has already been launched as we speak, as we are busy launching our chapter cities and committees one by one. Our teams backend are working on acquiring the next 15 cities. So by December, we'll be 30 cities and launching in January. We are also busy setting up our back offices. I'm happy and proud to tell you that more than 100 people are working full-time in DLC. In fact, today what you see is for the first time from within our studios at Della headquarters. We are busy setting up our organization in Singapore as a headquarters. We are busy setting up our New York headquarters, hiring people across in London, in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in Dubai, and various parts of the world. With a chapter director, a brand collaboration head, and we're going to be backing it up with studios which are for shooting, recording, and post-production. I would want to go ahead and launch and invite the chair of our committee to go ahead and launch this chapter and the committee.
The committee is officially launched. Thank you so much, Jimmy. It's a great opportunity to be here with the group, with this amazing group of talent, amazing people who are there to emancipate the wine, spirit and cigar business, and maybe more than that. Because wine, spirit, cigar is linked to everything. And my work, as yours, is linked to everything. It's about creativity, innovation, changing the world, trying to help people. And that's what you are doing with this amazing platform. And Aroma is linked, related to our day-to-day life and everything we are doing. And cigar and wine and spirit, but also in architecture, also in art and culture and AI and everything. So, and now you bring everyone together on this platform, you'll be able to emancipate, helping the people to understand our present, and be able to be ahead of our future. Because future is tomorrow, but future is happening right now on the DLC platform. That's my vision of DLC platform.
Thank you, François. Could I also get you to launch the LinkedIn handle for the committee?
So that's our LinkedIn page and of our committee.
Link to DLC, this amazing platform will change the world, and we are in the world of transition right now. Everyone in every sector, but I think wine, spirit, and cigar need to be ahead of this transition, and that's what we aim to do with DLC platform on LinkedIn also. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, my friend. It's great. So today we've set up our LinkedIn handle and invited all of you esteemed honorary committee members on the global committee. And that's the place where we all can communicate with each other. It's a private community only meant for our committee on LinkedIn. So it'd be great to have you all with us. Let's take a couple of questions. I'm sure you people have some questions. Bernhard, tell me, what is a question that I can answer for you?
The thing occurred to me, you said in the introduction that you will double and double. So is there a natural end how many people you want to have in this global group?
Yes, Bernhard, it's a good question. So we planned 8 phases of expansion, 15 cities every 6 months. We've already rolled out 15. Now we are rolling out the next 15 by December. We have planned 120 cities in the next 5 years. Each committee, there are 26 committees. Each committee we are onboarding anything from 60 to 120 honorary committee members. And that's going to be magical. Making sure that even when we grow to 120 cities in the world, the ethos and the values of this organization do not get diluted.
I'd love to see what plans you have, even a wish list down the line for getting the different communities to meet or go to physical events once we're all allowed to travel again.
we got a strategy to roll out every committee. Every committee is present in every city. So the committee meets globally, whilst in the city you meet the city people in the chapter. So that's the way it's vertically integrated and it's horizontally integrated into 26 verticals and as many cities in the world.
I would like to ask Mr. Jimmy, what are your plans about DLC Egerton events and where will the Global Summit be held?
Antonio, Global Summit will be held across in our headquarters, which is Lonavala. We are making the entire ecosystem for the Global Summit, from the studios to the meeting rooms, conference rooms, the amphitheater. So we are building a Global Summit platform where we are going to be hosting these 19 Global Summits. So that's one. U-turn events are going to be in every city.
Yeah, I'm really, I think like a lot of people are really keen to know more about the social enterprise element of DLC. Are you able to sort of give us an idea of how that's going to look, what opportunities we're going to have to support you in that?
What I've done is, our domain expertise in this is the committee, but the social impact is being left as a complete separate vertical. We've mapped 54 social impact causes. We initially started with 2 social impact causes per committee, but we said this is not going to work out for the committee. The world needs what it needs, and people should be allowed to choose where their heart and head resonates. For every social impact cause, there are people associated. You can go onto our website, find out who's chairing that social impact cause, who are the people involved in it from each city, what are their backgrounds. Also, there is a strategy for implementation of that particular impact.
Yeah, this is a great honor to be part of this global committee, and how do we leverage happiness into getting something done in the world? But then again, I'm always skeptical of committees. You know what they say about committees. What is a camel? A camel was a horse designed by a committee. Everyone got their input, but no one was really happy with the outcome. So I just want to make sure that this doesn't turn into a camel.
You can stay assured with me in the leadership role. I know where we are headed. We've managed to pull it off so far. I can assure you I'm a hardcore executor. I believe in the discipline of execution and the management of execution as a management discipline. We are capable of rolling it out. Committee has rights and roles and responsibilities, but at every point in time, I'm putting in huge guardrails. These guardrails will ensure none of the committees get derailing. So I understand it, how difficult it's going to be to run 26 committees globally, but the guardrails will ensure that the train has no other option but to keep moving in a positive direction. Nobody will be able to derail these trains with me at the helm of affairs, I can assure you that. It's great to have you all with us today. It has been a wonderful session, but I'm looking forward to interaction with each and every one of you. As soon as travel is allowed, I'm going to be there in all the cities where we are present, and I'll make sure that we have personal interactions. Wine, Spirit, Cigars is one of our 13 lifestyle committees, and that's what you all are members of. We want to give this committee a very special purpose. For us, purpose always has to be helping the life of our members via the knowledge of wine, spirit, cigars, via the fantastic collaborations that we can offer them, via events and recommendations that we can offer them, via all the content that we generate for them. This is one part. Second part is social impact, and DLC is very high on social impact. Just as we have 26 global committees, 13 in business and 13 in lifestyle, we also have 54 social impact causes. So I invite you guys to go ahead and recommend what social impact are you wanting to be a part of and where you would want to contribute. Where does your heart align with which social impact cause? So that's exactly what DLC is all about.
I'd like to invite Molly Battenhouse, Master of Wine and National Director of Wine Education at Jackson Family Wines, to say a few words.
Absolutely. It's introduce some friends. It's wonderful to be working with everybody on the same committee. So let me introduce first Robin Robinson, who is the author of the Complete Whiskey Course, a comprehensive tasting school in 10 classes. Second, we have Dr. Liz Tosh. She was awarded the title of Master of Wine in 2011 from the Institute of Masters of Wine in London, making her the first female Master of Wine on the West Coast. And then third, we have Scott Rosenbaum. He's the CEO of ASO Insights, which is a wine and spirits industry newsletter and consultancy.
And I would love to introduce Thomas Perez, who is a world-class sommelier. Then there's also Liz Rhodes, an international spirits consultant and writer with over a decade's experience in the alcoholic beverage industry. Personally, I've heard some of these names over and over again over the years, and I'm very excited to get to know each and every one of you.
Would love to have the members of London chapter. Peyton, founder, School of Booze, and award-winning drink educator, writer, broadcaster.
Hello to everybody. It's great to be here. I'm very, very pleased to be in the London chapter and really look forward to meeting everybody else. But I'm going to introduce three of the fellow members of the London committee now, and Paul Dempsey is our first one. Paul is the commercial manager of Speyside Distillers. He's an international spirits competition judge, including at the World Whiskies Awards in London. Then second is Giorgio Bargiani, head mixologist of the esteemed Connaught Hotel Bar in London's Mayfair, and that bar was recently voted #1 in the world's 50 best bars competition. And then we have Bulgaria's first master sommelier, Vexelav Manulev. He is the wine buyer and the head sommelier at Fleming's Hotel in Mayfair, so I look forward to meeting you as well.
Vikki Bruce, managing director of Maclean and Bruce, which facilitates privileged access to the Scotch whisky industry.
Great to have this opportunity to introduce myself and three more of the London chapter. So firstly, I would like to introduce Maria Laura Aritz. She's the Academy Chair of the World's Best Vineyards, Executive Director of Winifera. Next is a well-known face in the whisky industry, and that's Tobias Goring. Tobias is a specialist drinks consultant and panel chair judge at many international competitions worldwide. He's an award-winning drinks and cigar writer. And finally, I'd like to introduce Barry McCauley, a panel judge for the World Drinks Award, and with 15 years experience, his expertise has been valuable across various sectors, from restaurants to the beverage and desserts industries.
Thank you for having you all with us. It feels great privilege and honor to be able to work with so many men and women of eminence from across the world.
Hello everyone, good evening.
Hi.
It's really a pleasure to be part of the DLC new community, and I'm sure that Dubai is going to be a beautiful and right place for you to have your chapter. So I would like to take the opportunity also to introduce a couple of members of our team in Dubai. So Miss Laura Duca, the mixologist with decades of experience and the winner of the biggest trending contest. And then Mr. Amit Chavan, creating the best wine list in the Middle East and Africa. That's amazing success.
It's great to hear so many different names and characters from across the drinks and cigars industry. For me, diversity and interaction are very much the fuel of creativity. So I'm delighted to have this opportunity to contribute here. So I'm very happy to be able to introduce three fellow members of the Growing Wine, Spirits and Cigars Committee of the Dubai chapter, and they are Christophe Roux. Christophe has achieved level 3 of the WSET Wine and Spirits Educational Trust program. Samati Menda, this businesswoman investor from the UAE, has a passionate approach to wine. Is a real wine lover and collector with a growing knowledge of wines from all around the world. And lastly, Alex Tarditi, brand manager of one of Europe's largest wine growers. His strong commercial background has helped him really earn his spurs across the Asian markets. So, thank you.
Next is Hong Kong chapter, and Tom Egerton, Spirits Evangelist, Proof and Company. Welcome, Tom, and would leave it to you to introduce the rest of the team in Hong Kong.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Very, very much a pleasure to be part of this inauguration. When I heard about DLC, ability to connect with other people who were clearly of the same sort of mindset and the same passion for the finer things in life, obviously I really wanted to be part of it. But let me now introduce the rest of the team as well, who unfortunately can't speak with us this evening. So first we have Holly Graham. She's the Academy Chair for the World's Best 50 Bars. So next up we have Marco Milani, who is a judge of the China World Spirits Awards, and he also helps to head up Zanato Winery's Asia Pacific sector. So he brings a Chinese wine to compete with the world's finest. Chinese wine is a growing and very, very interesting category. And finally, we have Rebecca Leong, who's the author of Wine is Beautiful, which is a wine blog, which Rebecca writes. And she's been named the Cathay Pacific Hong Kong International Wine and Spirits Competition Young Communicator of the Year. We all know that it's very easy to fall into patterns and stereotypes when it comes to wine. So dynamic young thinkers are a welcome addition to the wine industry.
So Ravi Vishwanathan, Singapore Chairman of Grover Zampa Vineyards, a well-known name in India with wine industry. Ravi is the Chief Executive Officer of Visavirus Capital Asia, located in Singapore. He's also the Chairman of Grover Zampa Vineyards. So Ravi, over to you.
Thanks, Jimmy, and good evening, good morning. Let me introduce some of my colleagues in Singapore. There's Miss Ishwara Matthew, who's from a very early age been involved in the operations of Della hotels in various aspects of food and beverages. The other person I would like to introduce is Mr. Aditya Lamba, who after a stint at DFS in Singapore taking care of wine is now Treasury Wine Estates.
Thank you.
Next up is the Bangkok chapter, and I'd like to invite Tilman Lentz, the co-founder of Unique Barbarian Brewery, to introduce the chapter and its members.
Well, I'm very excited. I've watched DLC grow for, I don't know, it's been a year and a half we've been talking. This is really nice to see everybody. Archie's an incredible individual. This guy spent 20 years at Diageo, and he probably knows more about moving product in and around Asia, the supply chain, than most anybody else on the planet. Also in Bangkok, we have DK, which is Dirikit Katuang, DK for short. He's the Riddell brand ambassador, incredibly knowledgeable on wine. I'm sure that DLC is excited to have him on board, and I think he'll be a big help to the group.
My personal purpose is all about growth. So this joining Jimmy and the Delia Leaders Club fits exactly with my purpose, and it's a great honour to meet everyone on the call, and I look forward to growing my knowledge through the connections I make with you, and hopefully imparting some of what I know and my experience to each and every one of you. I think
Thank you.
It's a fantastic forum, and I think we look forward to great success from it.
Forward to the next chapter, which is the global chapter.
Jimmy, congratulations. I think what we are facing today, this is a historical moment, and I think this is the game changer. You know, to bring all these people who are such experts in their fields and bring it together, it represents really the power. I am proud to announce who is in a cigar committee. The first name is a very famous Kaizad Kansotia, who is the Mumbai-born and US-based, globally very well known because he is the owner of premium cigar brand Gurkha. Stormbone is the chairman and CEO of U.S. Army Veteran Operation, Cigars for Warriors. Sean Johnson, the cigar lover since 18 years, and he shares his passion to the cigarconvo.com, a digital publication which showcases all that cigar brings in a lifestyle and a luxury. Francisco Arias, the jet-setting across the world, major cigar factories, revealing in an ancient practice of the cigar making, the certificate cigar sommelier and tabacconist. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to introduce these four people, and I'm very proud and honored to be among all of you.
Hi there, my name is Robin Cooper. I'm proud to be part of this organization, collective of like-minded people engaging, sharing knowledge, insights, across the globe. It's my honor to introduce the four new members. Bernhard Schäfer, keeper of the Quake in 1996 and a master of the Quake in 2007. The second member is David Allardyce, or as he calls himself, David Paradise. Next, Christopher Pellegrini Thies, a Japanese-based Sochu and Awamori expert, come global spirits judge. And lastly is David Sandhouse, as co-founder of Ming River Sichuan Baiju.
My name is Alexis. As you said, thank you for inviting me to this amazing organization, and especially international organization. So I'm very proud to be here. I want to introduce a few speakers today. I have four of them that I'm going to introduce. First is Eva Bellagamba from the famed region of Tuscany, a great place for the wines in Italy. Second, introduce Alper Bilic, advanced sommelier and French wine scholar, has raised the bar for many hospitality professionals and businesses. Third, Namrata Prashant secured her degree and worked in France to create her own brand, Solicantus, and also her own wine company, the Wine Equations. Number 4, I want to introduce Mr. Jesus Sanchez, leading the global markets for bodegas, which has its origin as long back as 1879. I just take this opportunity to thank you again for this great initiative, and I'm very looking forward to start meeting people from all around the world.
I'm thrilled to be part of this global community. Of course, to learn from expertise of others that would help me to become a better professional and a person. Also to share my passion for Spanish organic and biodynamic wines. That's a worth to be seen in the world. So Jimmy, big cheers for your initiative. Thank you for inviting me. And I have an honor to present other members of the global community. So let's start with Roderick Smith, who achieved most prestigious wine qualification and created Riviera Wine Academy. He also judged in Moscow Russian Wine Fair, International Wine Challenge in Shanghai, and Guangzhou Golden Bottle Awards. Then we have Antonio Angelo Benigni, exclusive distributor of a 60-year-old live wine and also a member of Milan International Club Committee. Then Ludwig Vanneron, whose professional expertise has seen him journeying across 16 countries. And we have Priscilla Hennekem in a global committee with us, who is a wine specialist and wine communicator.
Thank you for doing the honors for us. I know the global committee is huge, and some of the most powerful people across in the world are there in those cities. But let me assure you, very soon in the next couple of phases, we're going to be hitting Europe. We're going to be hitting multiple cities across the world. Like I said earlier, 15 cities every 6 months. Next, we move to our parent city, which is Mumbai.
Jimmy, it's very nice to see you as well. I've met you. I'm looking forward.
Thank you.
I want to congratulate you, for this amazing vision that you put here. I look forward to meeting everybody here. It's a fantastic platform, and look forward to adding value. In terms of the people that I would like to introduce from the Mumbai chapter, I'll start with Vanita Jain. She's a very dynamic founder of The Perfect Pour, which is a lifestyle consulting firm featuring wine-related curated experiences, and she's also an international wine judge. Next, it's Sakshi Sehgal. Sakshi is the co-founder of Third Eye Distillery, which I'm part of as well. She's the CEO, and she's known to be the driving force behind building a truly Indian gin called Stranger & Son. Then we have Kunal Patel. Kunal is from Monica Enterprises. He's reimagined the business model in order to represent international liquor brands in India. Then we have Nikhil Agarwal from All Things Nice. Then we have Naveen Mittal. How passion for craft beer led this MBA entrepreneur to set up a microbrewery, a group up to represent beer in various styles from across the world. Then we have Craig Wedge. Craig's 25-year international wine and food background also covers technical qualification in wine sciences. Mok Sani, founder of Living Liquids, the sommelier has changed the wine retail landscape.
Thank you, Jimmy and DLC, for making me part of the committee. I think DLC is a fantastic platform, as it not only gets the global top leaders from various fields onto a platform, but also helps them and gets them to collaborate and support each other, especially in this fast changing and dynamic business environment, which actually is really the need of the hour. So congratulations once again, Jimmy and the team at DLC, for this wonderful achievement. I also have the privilege to introduce some of the other members of the committee. First, Sumedh Singh Mandla. He is an acclaimed business leader. Currently, he's the CEO of VBev and Asdis. Vishal Kadakia has done an intermediate course in wines from WSET and is a wine enthusiast. Luca Bernardini, Indian coordinator for the worldwide restaurant guide Slow Food Planet and part of Dalsovina project that promotes Italian wine through tasting, masterclasses, dinners. Historian of Italian gastronomy, he organizes wine and food pairing events in the city of Mumbai. Also Sid Banerjee, he's a lecturer and speaker at wine meets and classes, organizes a wine tour spanning 11 wineries of vineyards, Italy and Switzerland.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to introduce the rest of the committee. We have Keshav Prakash. Keshav, apart from being a friend, is a life member of the Keepers of the Quake, who was recently inducted into the Gin Guild as well.
Rojita is also a wine consultant. She's an award-winning drinks professional, founder of Drinks and destinations. Rochita has been listed twice as a top 10 women in wine in India and listed as a senior specialist on the panel of International Drink Specialists UK. Danny Carroll. Danny, apart from being a friend, is also the brand ambassador for what is known as the Rolls-Royce among cigars, the Gurkha cigars.
I was very impressed with about 30 odd chapters. I don't know how you manage, Jimmy. You must be a Prashant Kishore of politics in India, I think. You did a wonderful job, and I'm particularly pleased today because I feel I'm in the company of friends who have similar interests as I have. It's great to see so many familiar faces and people all over the world who are really into the wine and spirits and cigars. So the four people that we are talking about today, one is Arun Kumar, co-founder of Esprit Spirits. Then we have Anand Vermani, and I think anybody who gin lover has heard of him and probably has tasted his crafted gin that he's come out with. Very, very popular guy. Shantanu Upadhyay. He is a beer lover and he's got this very interesting brand name called Kati Patang. And the last one is Ankur Chawla, who's been in the industry for several years. He was with the Taj Hotel, JW Marriott. He has been a sommelier for many years and food and director beverage at JW Marriott last. And so I'm looking forward to all these guys and you people to work together in this area and exchange knowledge.
Hey Jimmy, so much to say. We'll keep it quick. So remaining panelists and members we have Akhil Mathur, who launched Davidoff and represents 51 wines. Amita Seth, taking forward her father's legacy, bringing Habanos to India. Anirudh Singhal, who launched the first invisible bar for the home and otherwise. Ashish Basin, who is the Indian social ambassador for the World Social Club. And Ankor Bhatia, who is the founder of Men's XP and also runs Jimmy's Cocktails. So welcome to the Delhi chapter. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening.
We've got Suryavir Singh, Executive Director and Founder, Trans Hotels. He's worked in 4 different countries and 4 Seasons Hotels, where he's also gained his sommelier credentials.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'll make it very short. We have Mr. Pedapalli, who works with the Asad Wine. We have Mr. Vishal Fernandez as well, who's an avid traveler and a wine enthusiast, works with me and the Hyderabad Wine Society. And we also have Mr. Bagga from Bagga Wine and Mr. Praskan as well. That's us. That we are part. Cheers.
Compliments on Jimmy and Anish for this wonderful initiative. You know, in business we talk about forward and backward integration. So here you have achieved the forward and backward integration in networking. People across spectrum, people across different specialization, you have been able to put them together, and I think it's going to be quite an exciting journey. And the committee which I have is a very distinguished committee. Some of them I have met, some of them I look forward to meet them. Uday Balaji. Uday represents the prestigious Whiskey Ambassador Program in India, is the country's premier and sole executive bourbon steward. Hemant Sureddy, the company that imports and retails premium homemade cigars to India. Devati Basu Malik, sommelier and brand head of Prisma Estate Wines. Rohan Carvalho, and of course my great friend Vikram Dikar. He's from Amrut Distillery. He looks after liquor manufacturing and marketing, as well as the delicate aspects like the fine art of maturing. Very well-known name in alcohol industry and especially in malts. So great pleasure to have introduced this thing to you, and you can count on our support to take it to another level. Thank you so much once again.
I would love to invite Sam, who's our committee POC, to come and give a word of thanks.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you very much, Anish. Thank you, everybody. Rojita, over to you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Anish. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. It's so wonderful to see so many familiar faces from all over the world. As a mentor of the Global Wine Spirits and Cigars Committee, I look forward to closely work with you in the near future. Thank you.